Hi, I'm Jason. Welcome to this ODRA training module. In this video, we'll cover the following on how to winterize the sweeper to protect all major systems from freeze damage. Okay, let's talk winterization. So how do we get started? First thing we need to do is we need to drain the contents of our water tank. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the water valve. We're gonna drain all of the water out, and then we're gonna close the valve at the end. Once there'll be a little bit residual left in the tank, and that's okay. We're gonna drain the majority of the contents out. Next, we're gonna come around and add 2 gallons of RV or biodegradable antifreeze or windshield washer fluid into the tank, and then we're gonna move into the cab. Once you've added the coolant into the tank, now you're gonna run that coolant through the lines. The way to do that is to turn your pump on, and then you're gonna open up each one of the spray valves for each spray nozzle set. And you're gonna allow that to run just for a few moments until you see the coolant come out of every one of the spray nozzles. Then once you see the coolant come out, then you'll turn that off, and then you've effectively winterized your system. Now that we've shown you how to winterize the water spray system, we're going to show you how to test a few other things before we get ready for some of those long winters, especially if you're in a northern climate where you might put the machine away for the winter. So one of the things we're going to do is use either a test strip or a refractometer to test our antifreeze for the winter to make sure we've got good protection. Next, we're going to make sure we have a full tank of fuel, and then we are going to add a fuel additive for the stabilization of that fuel. And then once we add that, we're going to run it for about 5 minutes to get that circulated through the system. Next, we're going to go down to the batteries, and if you're storing the sweeper for the winter, you're going to want to remove the batteries from the truck, and then you're going to want to store them inside in a climate-controlled environment and have them on a trickle charge to get the most life out of these batteries, and that they'll be ready for you come spring. And here, as we end our segment on winterization, last points I want to make is your hydraulic oil and engine oil filters. So you want to make sure that you're starting off the season with fresh fluids. So here at the end of the season, you've got contaminated oil and things have been run. You want to drain those out, put fresh fluids and filters in so that the machines are ready to go in the springtime. And from that concludes our module on winterization.